Hi everyone, so I noticed you guys liked the other moi moi recipe on my channel, so I thought to bring you guys another moi moi recipe for the new year. It is to welcome the new year. This is even more delicious than the other moi moi recipe. Just keep on watching. I began by soaking my beans in some room temperature water for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then I began washing it. Washing it helps to remove the skin from the back of the beans. You can as well use your blender or food processor if you don't want to go through this hassle. Just use your pause option on your blender and get rid of the skin. It is also not a must to peel all the skin on the beans. After all, some people actually blend the beans with the skin. That's actually more fiber, so it's still healthy. Then for the pepper, I'm going to use Cayenne pepper or sombo. That is what it is known for in Nigeria. Then I'm just going to take out the stalk, take out the seed, and wash the pepper very well and to be looking clean. Then I'm going to add some onions as well and blend the beans till it is very smooth. While that is blending, for my sauteed, I'm going to be using eggs. So I'm just going to boil the eggs till they are hard boiled. You can as well use fish, but I prefer using egg because fish actually tampers with the flavor. So I'm going to be using eggs for this. I'm just going to cook these till they are hard boiled. Now you can see how the beans is all looking. I'm just going to mix everything but combine for the next 5 minutes so that I can aerate the mixture. This is very important. This step is very important. Do not mix it or else your beans will turn out another way. I had to change bowls because I noticed that the one I was using before was too small, so I had to use a bigger one that can accommodate the beans. I just went in with some vegetable oil. What the vegetable oil will actually do is that it's going to give it that shine and it's going to prevent it from sticking on the surface of the material you're going to wrap this in. Now you can also use palm oil, but I've never tried palm oil with moi moi. I don't know how it tastes like. I've never tried it. I'm going to mix everything well to combine before I go in with my seasoning of choice. Then I'm going to mix everything well to combine. Then you can also add crayfish, but I also don't use crayfish with moi moi. I don't know why you guys use crayfish in moi moi. Maybe I'm actually the weird one that thinks crayfish is actually for soups and some other recipes. Then I added in some water because I noticed that the mixture was still very thick. I added enough water to make the mixture very light, but not too light that it will escape from the moi moi leaves. I also went in with some corned beef. Corned beef in moi moi is super amazing. If you actually try to cut down on the consumption of beef, they can alternate for fish or chicken. Just make sure the chicken is cooked, then you shred it and add it in. Then for the eggs, they are hard boiled. I transferred them into some room temperature water for about 2 minutes. Then I peeled the shell off. You can see how neat it is looking. Then I'm going to divide this. I divided one egg into 4. That's 4 times 6 eggs. That's 24. You can see this economy. You have to manage very well. Now let me show you how to wrap the moi moi leaves. I prefer using moi moi leaves rather than nylons or pouch or any other thing. Moi moi leaves is a game changer. It gives it really nice taste. So just watch this, how I'm doing it, replicate it, and your moi moi leaves are going to come out really well. You can see that the camera qualities are different. Everything looking different. That's because I lost a lot of clips from this recipe, so I had to use this clip from the other moi moi recipe on my channel to show this step because it's very important. So you just place it in the pot after wrapping it, then you add in some water and cook it. I use firewood because firewood moi moi is the best. It's better than using gas to cook your moi moi. It adds more flavor alongside the flavor from the leaves. So if you'll be trying out firewood moi moi, let me know in the comment section down below. Then I forgot to tell you the time frame. You have to cook your moi moi for about 40 to 45 minutes or 40 to 1 hour, whatever sits well with you. Make sure it crosses the 40 minutes mark. Then I paired my moi moi with some pap, and don't mind me, I like replicating Hollandia milk with what do you call it, Milo, choco Milo. So it's really nice actually. You can make it with gari, bread, anything. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Then you can explore my channel. I'll link the other video to the other moi moi recipe in the comment section down below for you to check out. Thanks for watching once again.